Hi everyone, it's the 10th of September. So we are not that close to that green bottom line. That's a potential support, which I explained in yesterday's video. The red channel was broken to the downside together with the purple internal support, which suggests that the deepest of this pullback, the deepest point of this pullback should be that purple bottom band, just over 5,000. Is it going to get there? That remains to be seen. We may go sideways for a long time, like really chop around and touch that purple plus blue double support. That would be a major one to take us back to 6,000, not back to, but over 6,000. And I even gave a date for that, which was, yeah, it's going to be around 15th of October to touch that double support, that potential double support, which would be around 5,050. Short term, we had, as I said, that purple support was broken after the red one, and the decline started after resumed after the back test of that purple support. That became a resistance. Now, yesterday's action has broken that red downtrend and back tested it today. So we may see a bit more upside, but then from there, I think we're going to turn south once again. And this is SPX cash. Again, the green bottom band. Potential support would be around 53.20, but we have now a break of that black downtrend and backtest. Obviously, it really has to push and take out the previous highs of yesterday or overnight. So anything to take out 54.85 is going to look bullish without breaking back into the black broken channel. So this year is a downtrend which is now broken and back tested. That's why I think it looks slightly bullish today. And the reason why I'm saying that also is because of this this action. So Dow Jones broke down the purple bottom band with news from FOMC. As I said, there's some Federal Reserve talking heads. We broke back in. It's still inside the purple uptrend, but it really has to start to push from here. And yesterday there was this blue resistance break. 1, 2, 3. This was the break, but it fell down below it. That's why I'm a little bit skeptical now about this breakout. Maybe it's going to go short-lived. Hard to say at the moment. Dow Jones cash is the same. The green channel was broken and backtested, remember, and we came down 1,000 points, more than 1,000 points. That was more than 1,000 points. We came down inside the blue bull flag. We broke out of the bull flag and we broke back into the purple uptrend, which of course suggests again that we should keep on climbing. But the fact that this here was a breakdown with news when we we gained back all of it, it really has to push beyond 41,000 for me to say, okay, now we really are going to go up. Okay. Of course, this black support, first, second, and third, and the purple support, that's a double support. So if you're buying here, your stop would be 4,720. Anything below 720 is going to look bearish again. And that's why it is extremely important what we are going to see by Dow Jones today. And is it going to be like a double-decker resistance at the moment? Maybe, kind of. So without breaking that 720 on the cash, we really have to see some strength, some good strength today to take us to 41,500. Nasdaq had broken down the purple uptrend, came down, it broke the blue resistance, but now on the 2-hourly, right, on the 2-hourly chart, we broke the blue resistance and back tested it. Now, is it going to reverse at the red top band, which is a potential resistance now? That is the high and it's the bottom band. The top band can become this red top band. That's why it has to be ignored entirely to get at least to that golden top band to gain back all this lost ground of Friday. So that's why I'm short-term bullish, that we are with the hope that we're going to get at least to the highs of was that Friday? Yes, that is just below 19,000. And NDX, the Nasdaq cash, blue resistance is broken and back tested. The red top band is a potential resistance, which is going to be today at around 18,675. It may get completely ignored, and we may get to that golden top band, which is going to be around 18,925. Okay. And from there, then, if the golden top band holds, we come back down once again. And then we will see whether this golden channel takes us all the way to the green bottom band. That is the potential support that I showed in yesterday's video. So, and if you remember, I said it's going to be around 18,100. Russell is inside this potential black downtrend. Okay, the top band hasn't been tested yet, or I may also argue that we have another potential downtrend coming our way, which is this one. So I'm going to put that in purple and see which top band holds really. It's either that black top band holds and then we sell off, keep on selling off, or the purple top band holds and we basically reverse right there. Obviously, this is the sell-off of Friday and it hasn't been recovered so far. Only Dow Jones did it. Only, as I just showed, only Dow Jones recovered the Friday sell-off. FTSE, I don't have much to add. I think ultimately it's going to test the black top band as long as it stays inside the blue uptrend. And DAX, again, it had broken that golden uptrend with FOMC news. And so far it has recovered quite a bit, but it hasn't recovered all of it. So we may touch the green top band, can come a little bit to the back test of the golden once again. And if the green top band holds, obviously it's going to become a downtrend, which also may become later on a bull flag. So this remains to be seen. I don't have a feeling at the moment for DAX, but to me, the break of that golden uptrend, of course, is bearish. French index looking more bullish, and the reason is obviously, I mean, it didn't come all the way to that 7,300 before it rallied. It has now broken out of the golden steep downtrend. And I think there is a chance still for it to come down towards 7,300 and then later on maybe rally to 7,700 or so. We have some gaps, but we also have a gap from Sunday night. TLT, look at this. It actually reversed at that green top band. This is extremely dangerous for bonds, but it may get completely ignored. I mean, so far it's holding, right? But anything beyond 101 is going to look very bullish, and that green top band can be ignored entirely. And the 10-year Treasury note is approaching that blue top band, which is a potential resistance. So just got to be very careful if it gets to that 116.04 or something like that. Let's have a look at oil. Oil couldn't break back into the purple and blue, and it's still under those that broken supports, which are holding as resistance. That is around 69.50. Is it going to bounce off this golden support? First, second, third, fourth. This is a very big support that we're going to see whether it can be broken or not. And that's going to happen very soon. We are very close to that. On the other hand, Brent oil had already broken that major support from the 2021 lows. That was a little bit more slanted, as you can see. It has a little bit of more slope, and that support was already broken. And the purple bottom band that was holding, like I thought it was going to hold as support, that also it had given way. Now, the real question is whether this golden support zone is going to break, which would take us to the next to the next support, which is going to be from the 2021 lows. Either way, this golden resistance was really strong, and that's the thing that is driving it down. Even the green bottom band didn't really hold. You can see here that was a kind of a last chance for a bounce, but even that green bottom band didn't really hold. So that would have been a steep downtrend, but it kind of not so steep, but it was going to be like nice level to bounce, but it didn't bounce. So my bullish signal didn't play out on oil. Gold, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see 3 touches on that red support. It's climbing towards that blue resistance once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This was some news action. Anything above 25.25 is going to look bullish, obviously, and it's going to take us to 25.35, 25.37 on the spot chart to test that purple top band potential resistance. Exactly on the continuous futures, that red support, we break that blue and get to the purple top band. You can see the golden major resistance that was broken has been back tested 3 times, and that whole thing is holding really. So that looks good. But you can see here, I mean, the only thing that worries me is silver. I mean, it's not really worrying me, but it's also like without silver pushing really beyond that red top band, is it going to come down towards 25? I'm still hoping for that triple support, which I had explained in the past. Let me remind you that one. That blue broken resistance, this is the high of 2011, the golden bottom band, right, and the red. So I even tried to give a date for it, but the time is running out to get there actually. Maybe it's probably not going to get there, but the date is 2nd of October or something like that, somewhere there. Platinum, on the silver continuous futures, right? This is the golden resistance that held. Support became a resistance. The red downtrend, the blue support, and the blue resistance right there. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. 3 touches on that blue. So if it wants to reverse, it has to come down and break this blue support. And that is on the continuous futures is going to be $28. On the spot chart, the break, let me hold this here, that support zone has to be broken for more downside, and that level on the spot chart is going to be 27.70. So there is that. Platinum, you can see here that blue resistance rail is holding together with this golden resistance zone. So we may see it coming down once again. That golden resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches. It really has to come down without breaking the golden resistance and without breaking the zone. This zone is holding. That is not surprising. I showed you many times that resistance is holding. But of course, if it can break this zone, which is going to be 950, anything above 950 may also test that golden resistance, which already has 4 touches. On the platinum, futures continuous futures, that green and golden, the golden one is a bit higher, and there's also this green one. So there's a lot to do for platinum bulls to take back control. This here is natural gas, first, second. I gave you this as a major resistance zone at just under 2300, and that's exactly where it reversed. We have this, I would say, a big gap opened on Sunday. Is it going to get filled? Doesn't have to. May touch the red bottom band, rally, maybe even to fill that gap, and then further come down. So natural gas, to me, as long as that blue top band stays intact, there is a good chance that we're going to come down and break them all together. And this here is the October contract, red, green resistance rail. The blue bear flag is broken. that is again very, very bearish. We may see a back test, and you can see a back test would actually fill the gap, but it's way higher. So I don't want to focus on the gap, to be honest. It could get to a back test at around 2250, somewhere there, and then come down to break that red potential support. That's its potential support, of course. Copper is trying. Maybe it is going to break out of the green downtrend or a small bull flag. Let's have a look at euro now. The purple bottom band is getting tested as I'm recording this. So this is the low of July. So if it really wants to form an uptrend from the lows of July, right? This is actually lows of June. This purple uptrend may be forming. So it really has to start to bounce right here. It is trying, but so far no real action. It also has to get to the blue top band, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So this here is a bull flag. It has to get to the blue top band and smash it. Pound sterling is now at that double support. Purple, since it reversed at the green resistance, I said it may come down for a back test on the purple. That's exactly what's happening here. It's also forming this red potential bull flag. You can see slightly damaged bottom band, but it's still holding. I am arguing that it is. We can accept this as a bull flag, especially if it gets to the red top band and breaks it. That is a potential bull flag right now. Right, and do we have a US dollar Japanese yen rally coming up? I doubt it. At the moment, no. That black resistance, that diagonal short-term resistance is holding. It has to get to the purple or the golden. I mean, both purple, golden, and break that golden top band. That is the only way. 145.50, 146. That is the only way US dollar Japanese yen can start a rally. Else, there is so much more downside all the way to 135, which is that green bottom band. So I'm going to show you where this green bottom band stems from. 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on the green top band and the green bottom band. The internal green support is holding, as you can see. So, and if it does break, then we should see more downside clearly. But we may still see a rally, big rally, if it can break the golden top band at 146, which I just showed and explained. DXY is breaking out of the green downtrend. So I'm thinking maybe it wants to get to that red and black and golden, all these resistance, that overhead resistance zones, which is going to be 100 to 50, 100 to 60. And that would mean, of course, euro is going to keep coming down. So this is conflicting with my euro bullish news, bullish view. So we'll see what happens. Aussie dollar also weak, as you can see here, that red plus blue double resistance is holding. And Kiwi is trying to rally. It hasn't really backtested that golden broken, oh, it did. It came very close to it. I think that I can argue that we had the backtest. Or maybe it really wants to backtest properly. We don't know that yet, but either way, it is looking bullish for the long term because of that golden giant resistance from the highs of 2021. This is high 21, 22, 23, end of 23. Then May and June 24 broke out, back tested. So I think Kiwi is going to start a rally eventually. And US dollar CAD is off that blue support rail at the moment. Now let's have a look at agricultural. Coffee is trying to bounce. It has bounced off the black support again. It really has to get to that blue top band at 275 for me to basically say, okay, now it's done. The job is done, and we're going to see maybe like we have to reevaluate that position, that long position from 223. Wheat, it's inside this red major downtrend, so we will probably see more downside before it really breaks out, or maybe a big choppy action. It may take months, years, we don't know. But wheat December contract, you can see it tried to break the blue and it's inside that golden downtrend, which means as long as that golden top band stays intact, there is a chance for it to sell off. Clearly, if it can break 575, that would look very bullish all of a sudden. So we'll see. Soybeans is had broken the red, but I'm gonna remove that. I don't like that kind of. I'm like more these kinds of like green resistance line. And this here is November contract, and you can see the golden trend was broken. And I said it's going to come down to this green bottom band, and if it does hold, we see a big rally. So this is where we are now. I may even buy soybeans November contract as long as, if it starts to bounce, I think it is going to start to bounce because of the failed bear flag, the broken blue resistance, which turned things up. And you can see the golden channel is broken down, but I think the green one is going to hold, and we're going to see a big rally start from here all the way to 1050 or so. And that would actually also clear this green resistance eventually. That's the continuous futures resistance, which is going to be around, what is it, 1030 or so. Corn bounced off the green bottom band, out of the blue. This looks bullish. This looks bullish, of course, but is it going to come down once again? Because it hasn't broken the blue, it has broken down the red, which means we may see a bit more downside once again by corn. And cocoa is trying to bounce off that golden support zone, right? This is the futures continuous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's trying to bounce off it. And on the December contract, we have this red uptrend that is forming. We're meant to get a touch and then 8,500. Sugar is coming down. Obviously, I showed it, that green resistance rail. And on the October contract, as I said many times, this blue resistance is forming and the golden support is broken, and it's going to test or fill this gap at 1840. That's exactly what's happening right now. It's not going to rest until it fills this gap at 1840-ish, and then we will see whether it rallies and breaks that blue resistance. That is going to become quite critical. Last one is cotton. That blue top band is holding 67, 65, 50 is going to test it, and then I think we're going to start a big rally. Right, now let's have a look at coins. The blue support, obviously it's very sloppy, major damage on this one, but it's still held by, on Bitcoin. I'm going to show you the 6-hourly chart, right? Is it forming a downtrend? It has formed and broken, quite honestly. So look at this. It's actually formed and broken out. So I'm going to put it on the golden. First, second. This here looks like a very orderly downtrend that is broken to the upside. So yeah, and that blue support obviously is not the best support because of this spike down. But at the moment, it looks slightly bullish for the short term. Okay, but the green channel's break was obviously bearish. Oh, look at this now. Look at this one now. Oh, and that's it. So this here is a potential bear flag. Yeah, the bottom end is slightly damaged, but it's the bear flag. So this is the post of the flag, and this is the flag itself. So post flag, okay? It's a bear flag, it's upsloping in a downtrend, okay? So if this is a downtrend, we will have to break that green bottom band, and that would be the end of a major bull market. We must be really careful here. And Ethereum, I think, is going to give the best signal, which, it has been doing it for a while, especially after breaking this red support. That zone at 2,900, once it broke down and back tested and it held, I had no doubt that we're going to test that blue bottom band once again. And here we are, 4 touches on that blue bottom band. Anything to break, anything to break, any action to break, 2150 is going to be horrible for bullish case. Binance Coin trying to rally. Okay, but this daily, like this bull flag has to be broken properly. This is the failed one, the attempt. Solana may be coming down to this 101, around, 107, to touch the double support and rally big. Monero still hasn't really broken out, but it's trying really hard. So maybe Monero is telling the truth. We don't know. The blue resistance has to be broken by Ripple at 70 cents. Data has to break 5 cents to rally, or 4.7 cents to rally. OM may test the red bottom band to start the next leg up. It's still showing relative strength. Zcash slightly bouncy, but it really has to break that blue top band as soon as possible. Dash, red resistance, and then the blue one coming our way. Dogecoin, green bull flag, and it may really test the golden bottom band before it tries to rally once again. CAS, slightly positive. It's back testing the broken wedge, right? That wedge is broken, so we may see it coming down. Jasmy is inside the blue bull flag, right? That blue bull flag has to be broken. Maybe it wants to touch the green and then rally. Aave has to break the red top band, and ACH, the golden red, these are the support and resistance lines. Anything to break out is going to look bullish, obviously. So anything else? Matic has been discontinued by Binance. That's odd. Maybe it changed symbol. I don't know. Pal is one of my favorites. Okay, so I'm going to put it also back up right here. Okay, and Pal and Pepe, of course. Pepe is still is a good one, actually. Yeah. And anything else? Anything else? Tia has to break out of the red. Nothing else. Venri, the blue bull flag is forming. And I think there was one yesterday. Which one was that? The Fetch AI? Yeah, that one. Look at this. Now the red channel held, right? This is an uptrend, and it's now trying to break out of the golden bull flag. This is a bullish breakout. So FET, FET, and this is Fetch AI. Yeah, this is one of the good ones now. It looks very, very bullish here. Okay. So minimum target is that green resistance at around 4. And then maybe that blue top band at 12 or 12 plus. And we are at 1.3. So that's a 10-fold trade coming our way. All right, guys, take care. Keep in touch. Bye.